Sagittarius, welcome to your July 2023 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight into your reading like we always do. Thank y'all for being patient. I am going to be changing the spread on this one. It's kind of like the old one, but there's one slight modification. So, without further ado, if you're newer to the channel, be sure to also check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. And, yeah, let's jump in, Sag. Let's see. Overall energy we have is the Knight of Cups. Your current energy is the Page of Cups. Your challenge is the Two of Cups. Uh-oh, Sage, what's going on? A lot of water coming out here. Interesting. Future position, we got the Fool card. In your relationship area is the Two of Swords. Okay. Interesting. How do you get to your challenge is a Judgment. Outcome is the Four of Swords. What an interesting month here. This is quite the contrast of energies in a way. So let's take a look. Let's pull your astrology card. What do we got? Fifth house, passion. I think this is really about you getting back to having fun, but in a creative way. Like you're doing things. Like for an example, let's just say you used to skateboard. This is just an example. You used to skateboard, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go pick up a skateboard, and I want to go skate. Or I used to paint. I'm gonna paint. Or I used to do art. I'm gonna do art. Or I used to go to this place and have fun. I'm gonna go to this place. Like I kind of get your energy being creatively expressed here. And fifth house also deals with romance as well, right? So Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. I was definitely picking up some romantic energy. What is your fifth house? Aries. Anyways. But yeah, I think in regards to the fifth house energy, there's a lot of passion here. And the Knight of Cups being your... Actually, let me pull this card. You have this Horseman, Herald of Change. Yeah, there's definitely something spontaneous, some type of Uranian urge or Uranian energy that you're going to be tapping into in the future. That could be quite unpredictable. I don't even think you would know what it is now, but we'll see what that is. So let's jump in. You have the Knight of Cups here for your overall energy for the month. I think this is really about you creatively changing things up. I think this is also about you pursuing what it is that you're passionate about in your relationships and all other areas of your life. I always say the Knight of Cups is like, what is the vision in your mind's eye? Like, what is that you're wanting to pursue? Because that's the energy that you're going to be, your energy overall for the month here. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Page of Cups is like there's some type of earlier development of what this Knight of Cups will... this is the process of you getting to that Knight of Cups, this Page of Cups. And so you're inspired with the Page of Cups. And if this is love, there's some attraction there. Some flirty energies, I would say. And yeah, we'll see what happens here as I go through the read. But that Page of Cups, I feel like you're definitely inspired to create, inspired to do. And I feel like you're tapping into that. The Page of Cups is the muse energy, right? So it's like if you are inspired, like inspiration can come to you, but sometimes we don't do anything with the inspiration. Why? Or our intuition is leading us to do things, but we're not trusting it. We don't do anything. And so there's a need to listen to that. Going with the flow and being intuitive, I feel, is like your biggest gift at this time, Sagittarius. Understanding it. Two of Cups is a challenge. This could be your own needs that you need at this time. There's a challenge in regards to figuring that out, especially with the Judgment card. It's about making an ultimate decision here about what you truly need, what you truly like, what you truly value with this Two of Cups, right? Because the Two of Cups is Venus and Cancer. And Venus is our values. Venus is pleasure. Our needs, right? And Cancer is personal, emotional. So that's the challenge, is like understanding like what it is that you like, what it is that you need, if it's relationships or if this is just talking about your own personal self here. But that Fool card, there's some type of change. You even have this Horseman card. It says hurled of change here, and it's almost like some type of like sudden spark of genius that you're getting here with the Fool card. When I say genius, it's like this sort of this pivotal moment or idea possibly that you're getting or having, that you're like, yeah, you know what, it's time for me to do something differently, or it's time for me to do this, or it's time for me to begin this, or I'm ready to take that leap of faith here with the Fool card. So we'll clarify that. We'll see what that is. Two of Swords in the area of your relationships. There's a balance here with your relationships. I'm gonna have to clarify this to get more on it, but the Two of Swords is Moon in Libra, and Libra does deal with relationships. It does deal with equality and fairness of relationships. And I think when it comes to your relationships for the month, especially with this moon, with it being Moon in Libra, is how you can emotionally be adaptable, right? I feel like some emotional adjustments may be needed, and we'll see what those are with the Two of Swords. But overall, I feel like there's a balance here. I do feel like there's a balance, and we'll see what this is talking about more. But the Judgment is your advice. How do you get through the Two of Cups? The Judgment is like making certain decisions, and it's ultimately making the major decision that maybe you've been putting off, or maybe that you've been contemplating for a while here. And so it's about really rethinking, getting down to the bottom of like, what's the ultimate decision you want to make with the Judgment card. So, and I think this is, the advice is to look deep, right? Like to really look. What's going on, Cancer? What house is that for you? Gemini, 8th house. Yep. Look deep, right? You got Sun in Cancer, Mercury coming into Cancer today as I'm doing this video. And so the awareness, Sun in Cancer in the 8th house, is undoing the invisible, going deep and seeing what's there. Emotionally, what do you need? And I think that's what this Judgment card's talking about. Four of Swords and the outcome here. I think you're getting some type of answer, or you're able to, you're getting something here in return that is allowing you to be able to feel comfortable. And Cancer is an energy of comfort. It does deal with our comfort. So whatever it is, I feel like it's going to put you in a place of you feeling whole and comfortable. So let's pull the rest of your oracle cards. You have, you are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance here, and that's what the Fool is. It's Uranus energy. Like, there's a reason why the Fool looks like a fool to everybody else. Because here's the thing about Uranus, right? In regards to humanistic astrology and like what it means, it's like Uranus is a sudden urge to break free or to push beyond the Saturnian boundary. And usually these people are genius, right? Like the people that sort of bring the innovations to society, that bring the innovations to society, that invent newer things, because they understand and they see things differently, or they are inspired or led to something that is the total opposite of what everybody else is doing. Everybody looks at them like they're a fool. Like, what are they doing? Right? The fool's a fool for a reason. All right, that's what people will think. Like, what are they doing? Like, and you'll look crazy to everybody else, but really, you're the genius, right? So, I hope that made sense. Let's do it. You have the Staff direction, which is the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is all about taking action. Not being afraid to take the initiative here. Yeah, you have this Ram at the bottom of the deck. It says leadership. Some of you could have like an Aries rising, or maybe you have Sun in the 5th. Maybe you're an Aries Sun with a Sag rising or something like that. Take it as it resonates. Shit. All right. Clarify this Knight of Cups here. Let's clarify your read. Let's see what this is that you're pursuing. Six of Wands. This has been coming out a lot too. I just feel like these are personal endeavors. Your dreams, I would say. It's just really just like a pursuing of like a desired dream or a desired vision that you have. It doesn't need to be more complex than that. King of Wands on the Page of Cups here. Yeah, I feel like you're a very... It's like you get these sudden inspirations, you get these intuitive things. It's really just about whether or not you act on it with the King of Wands, because there's a bunch of creativity flowing through you at this time. And I think it's just really about just being confident and going for what it is that you want. And like if something intuitively feels right, or if you're inspired, it's about trying something. Queen of Wands, Two of Cups here. Some of you are very yang, right? You're always in a very yang energy. And I think the challenge is like, I think there's something personally that you need to reflect on to see like what at the end of the day makes you truly happy emotionally. And what right now are you very sensitive of or very aware of that you want, but it requires like a bigger sacrifice with that Judgment card. And I think by looking at that Judgment archetype, the archetype of Pluto, and sort of, I'm not going to use the same buzzword transformation that Pluto is, right? Because Pluto, you know, really Uranus is the master of transformations. And Pluto is the cosmic integrator. It's a reformulation, reevaluation, and reformulating and bringing things cohesively into a new thing. So that's what the Judgment is with the Pluto energy. It's like reevaluating, restructuring, reformulating a newer change. Ace of Cups on the Fool card. I think you're pursuing like your heart's desires here in the future. This actually looks kind of good. I think there's a lot of carefree energy. There's a lot of weight being lifted off your shoulders, or there has been. And the Fool card in the Ace of Cups is about doing what feels emotionally and intuitively right. Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Swords in regards to your relationships here. I feel like the emphasis could definitely be focused on balancing out your relationships in regards to your family, but also like, you know, your personal ones here as well. Nine of Swords here. Yeah, I kind of feel like there's a lot, I feel, going on, a lot of energies in your relationships that are kind of coming at you. Not in a bad way. It's like maybe this friend's calling you, maybe this family member's calling you, maybe this lover's calling you, and it's almost as if it's like you really have to prioritize at this time, like the most essential and important things. So it's like I don't really see anything in regards to love necessarily, in regards to new love or anything like that. It just more so feels like you're really having to, this is going to be a month of balancing, like what's important, right? Like cutting out the excess of things, because there's something here that needs to be paid attention to and focused on. Judgment, Six of Pentacles. And you have the Magician on the Four of Swords. Yeah, and I just feel like you're sort of getting yourself into a position here at the end of the month with this outcome card of you being content, you feeling at peace, feeling comfortable, and understanding that you're in a position here to make certain decisions and everything. You know, you're in control of things here. But with that Judgment, Six of Pentacles being your advice, Sag, I think this is really about changing the way in which you I think it's about changing the way, I think it's about your values and like emotional values, and maybe understanding like what do you need in regards to your life and the things that you need to do in order for you to live a more fulfilled, more pleasurable life. And also not being afraid to ask for the things, right, that you need. So that's what I got. I appreciate y'all, Aries, as always. Y'all already know. Or not Aries, Sagittarius. See, some of y'all definitely have Sag in your chart. And if I called you Aries during any time of this reading, I apologize. It happens. But anyways, I appreciate y'all, Sagittarius. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. Any question that you have, I'd love to answer. If you want to know like the spread and what it is, it's on the website. You just click the link and all the information is right there. And yeah, if this video resonated with you, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and I will talk to y'all later.